If you were to believe the media narrative and what people were saying in you know the people in public spaces and all that, it seemed like this would be a history-making election, first woman president, so on and so forth, and especially this whole thing about women and abortion. But if you were to strip away all the media narrative and actually talk to real people, and my cameraman Chintan and myself, we spoke to like 10, 15 taxi drivers. Not one of them said we voted for or we're voting for Harris. Every one of them said we're voting for Trump. But I think the fundamental reason, to my mind, was inflation.
I'm very interested to know how quickly Trump will try and put China on the mat. I'm very glad that Mr. Trump is going to actually now hopefully end the war in Ukraine, which will perhaps lessen Russia's dependency on China to some degree, because that alliance on our northern border was problematic. Russia and China are not natural allies, to be very honest. And they haven't been historically.
They've had border disputes around Vladivostok.
They've had problems. And this coming together creates a bit of a problem also for India, because it also emboldens China. So I just hope that strategic depth that China is counting on goes away.
With the Trump administration and with the people who are now part of his administration with key responsibilities, will that make Pakistan back off from this entire reviving this K rhetoric? The other thing is some heat off, or the turning off the gas with respect to these K factors, and Trudeau being put in his place, and some respite on that end. The other thing, this entire interim government bogus in Bangladesh, which is giving rise to radicals, does that mean Sheikh Hasina can get back and Awami League finds its feet back up again and things get a semblance of normalcy? All of this is a huge strategic breather for us.
The only country that we should be worried about is China. And I think the fact that he's picked Rubio, the fact that he's picked Walz, will sort of put the focus back on what is the long-term strategic threat both for the US and for India.